Hello and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors. As you can see by the standings, Engelhardt is in first after winning 2 over the 3 races we have raced so far, Porter winning the other one, which leaves him 3 points behind his teammate. As for the team standings, we're already 41 points ahead, picking up all 3 wins. Next up is Tondela, which is Porter's favourite track. Either this one or the other Tondela race is being replaced next season with the Japanese Grand Prix, Yokohama. But that might not even matter to us because if we win this season, we have to go up, let's be honest. And one thing I am going to do, I will ask for some money, because we might as well. It's where both races crash, in it. Both drivers crash. We do have a new gearbox, which has the same trait as this one, which is what Porter's getting for now. We do have new parts here as well for the brakes, and if we put on the best set of brakes we've got, that should push our car to 5th rather than 6th. And we have got some suspensions coming in just to help out. But the brakes aren't reliable enough, I don't think. So we are going to stay with the default, especially this one. There's no point when this one is 15 lower performance, but you can get that from the nurse perk and rate stripping anyway. That suspension is terrible, but that is coming in soon. Headquarters wise, we're still 7 weeks away from getting our design centre. That will be ready for, I believe it's Guildford. It'll be either Guildford or around Munich. Let's have a look. It will be just before Munich. Then we'll build a helipad to get in the better sponsors. But today it is Tondela. These two are spec. It's all about the gearbox, and some probably have the best one in Sabado's car, I believe. So they're going to do well again. Sabado beating Porter last time. But this is Porter's track. And he has a new gearbox which has benefits from rate stripping, so that might give him an advantage definitely in qualifying. Of course, if Porter can win the league without ever beating Engelhardt in the race, because if he gets 2 points for getting pole position and another 2 points for the fastest lap, racing on the first lap, if he can get him pole, he can get 4 points over Engelhardt, which will overturn Engelhardt's victories. Of course, last race Engelhardt got the fastest lap because of the wet track. The period that was dry, Engelhardt was fastest, which allowed us to win despite both drivers going wide. They can't be doing that. They can't be doing that in the future because Sabado won't have to make repairs. Best I can do for mistake chance, there's no one else any decent enough, unfortunately, for tyres. Let's race. Of course, I will take practice and I will simulate qualifying unless it's going to be rain, because then I can strategize a bit better. But I will see you for qualifying. That is the end of practice. As usual, we get the top two spots. How interesting though is Sabado. It's all the way down in 16th. For strategy now, what I do is I go for race trim on the softest tyre, because I'll use race trim to get the performance in the race, and then the softest tyre to get the performance bonus in the qualifying. It hampers Engelhardt a bit, but what are you going to do? Race stripping, we're going to do it now so we get the benefit. I'll take that to 75. And you can go all the way down to 60. So gearbox is a crucial part in this race, which is why I'm not going to lower it any more than that. That's a bit risky as it is. But Engelhardt's a better driver with a far better gearbox. Well, far better parts, total. So realistically speaking, he should win this easily. But We'll see what happens. Porter does have super overtake mode in qualifying. I guess I have to pick that. So we'll see how this sets up. Engelhardt is at 98%, whereas Porter is on 97%. So both got good setups. Porter's needed no change whatsoever. Engelhardt's did. As you can see, only set at 90%. It was his suspension, his handling mainly. But they've got good setups on a track that's normally good to us. Well, for Porter anyway. Although I think Engelhardt went wide on this track last season. But we'll see what happens in qualifying. They have better gearboxes now, especially with weight stripping. They have, well, Porter has super overtake mode, that's fine. Let's do it. The races are out. Porter setting a fastest lap. Engelhardt in second. Porter is improving on his time, and this is Engelhardt, and we storm the top two spots there. Sabato in 14th, that is shocking from him. The thing is with Engelhardt, I think we're going to need a medium stint in there. Porter can do 3 softs because he's got the trait for it. He has light-footed. But Porter improving his time in second lap as well. Gets pole position, that's 2 points. Engelhardt in second. Only 2 drivers to get faster than 125. Van Arnen and Lam, I think that's Beckezada. Then it's D'Asto and Valdez Firebird. Santana having one hell of a qualifying for a Predator car. But Sam Pellier, I don't know what they're playing at. They should have a good car for this, apparently. I'm hoping I've got soft tyres left. I should have 3, I think. But that's 600 grand. That's more than what we'll get from the other sponsor, so it's already paid off. Racing trim and light-footed. As for Engelhardt, race trim and the nurse perk. We will all both attack overtake. This is 25 laps. And these go 9 to 11. So that's what 9, 18, 27 laps on a very hot day. Ooh. Tahiti is going to be an issue. I think I'm going to go medium with Engelhardt. I'm going to go medium. I'll stay with soft with Porter because he has the light-footed trait, so he him up match as much. But I think Engelhardt's going to have to grind it out at mediums today. Let's start this race. It is a Levingston Motors lockout, front grid lockout. Both have similar form. Both Levingston Motors drivers fighting for the championship after 3 races. Sabato all the way down in 14th, whereas not Mello, where's the other one? Costa down in 8th, at 7th even. He's been a thorn before. So, interesting race. Let's see what happens as it's 5 red lights for the first Portuguese Grand Prix of the season. Engelhardt on mediums, Porter on softs. And it's Engelhardt with a slightly better start, but he can't get past Porter. Valdez straight into 3rd. We should have the better gearbox. Although our brakes are poor, which is what's holding us back a bit. Well, it's not that bad, but they're not great. It's purple for Valdez setting the fastest lap here. Porter does have clear track, but Engelhardt's not letting him go. Looks like Valdez will be setting the fastest time here, unless Porter or Engelhardt pull out an absolute stopper on the 3rd sector. Valdez has fallen behind a bit, actually. No, I think Porter's faster than Valdez. Not 3rd sector. Not 3rd sector. Porter gets fastest lap as well. This is a great start for Levingston Motors. Valdez already 3 seconds behind. We'll start calming it down a bit. Valdez isn't pushing with his tyre anyway. You can't push it too hard because the tyre heating. So Levingston Motors opened up an early gap here and put us in first in control of this race. It was his track before, will it be his track again? If things stay as they are, I believe Porter goes first. He does. And Porter's off on one. Look at it, it's 2.2 seconds over his teammate. 4.7 seconds over third. Right, calm it down with the engines a bit. We'll calm it down. Don't need to push too hard. So it's a 1-2 so far for Levingston Motors, a 3-4 for Firebird. Sabado down in 8th. He's made up some ground. And we are gaining on Valdez. I think the weight stripping for Engelhart's we're going to pay off it, but look at Porter go. We're getting max points out of this. As things stand, we're looking good in this early stages of the race, but there could be easily a mistake for both drivers here. It's happened before with our pit crew mistakes. I've got the minimum amount of mistake chance that I can get out of this crew, but you never know. You never know with these guys. Alright. Porter's going to conserve a bit. He is in front with a big lead. Engelhart will start to catch, but Engelhart can't push too hard either. Neither can Sabado, to be honest. Sabado can't push because if you've got heating issues, so has he. So has he. But we'll stay on normal. We've got plenty of tyre wear. We need to go like 10 laps at most, and we're 5 laps in, and it's beyond halfway. So just control this race. If Engelhart wants to try to catch up to Porter, he's welcome to try. I'm not going to conserve until Valdez does. He's not going to catch up to me because obviously I've got more tyre wear than he does. And he will be overheating his tyres as well. Four seconds the gap between second and third. Porter has 7.4 seconds on third. We've got the lead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Porter is off on one. He has clear track. He can just go. But I'm going to start backing up now to save his tyre heating, so when it comes to his in-lap, he can just push. I'll go back to normal for a bit. Team racing, team orders at the bottom of the grid is a bit embarrassing. I don't think I ever used them in my first season. I think I did once or twice in my second season. Obviously, Engelhart is our #1 driver, so I'm gonna get Vanana's pitting too early. I think he's pitting too early. He's going to need a very long stint. Which is good because they were pretty high up. He's going to have to conserve on his mediums. Okay, Valdez is actually conserving now. So I'll do the same with my drivers. Cool down our tyres. I think this race repair business has really helped us in this race. Valdez is in the pits already. We're going long. We are going long, which is good. I think Porter's going to come in next lap. And that's going in the lap after. I actually think one might have to pit now. Which means it's going to be Engelhardt. Engelhardt pitting now. Because I've had Porter on conserve this entire time. So Engelhardt will start closing in now. Right, we'll get yours ready. People are coming into the pits. Engelhardt is out. It is Vanan and D'Osto and all that we want to watch out for. When we're out ahead. Oh, Valdez is right there. He's like 10 seconds. He's like 6 seconds behind. That's fine. You can take it easy with your tyres. Actually, that's going to run out soon. So Porter is in. That's how he comes out compared to Engelhardt. No mistake. Engelhardt is there. Porter comes out just ahead, but Engelhardt has gained. Engelhardt has gained. Things are getting interesting, but Porter can push now. He can push a bit and gain a bit of a lead. We've got like Valdez hasn't gained on us or Fernando or anyone. It's just Engelhardt, so we're still in a position for a 1-2. But Engelhardt needs to take it easy with his tyre wear. So I suspect Porter is going to be happy with that. So in that run up to the pit stops for both our drivers, Engelhardt gained 2 seconds. But Porter can fend him off because he has such a big lead, and Engelhardt can only push so hard. They're going to let Lamb pass Fernando. Interesting. But look at that gap. 3 of our mistakes, we've got this wrapped up easily. Incredible stuff from my drivers so far. Don't mess this up. Both drivers will conserve because Valdez is conserving. If they have tyre wear to go at the end of the race, I will let them both push. And they can battle out amongst themselves. Even though Engelhardt's our top driver and will get our best parts, if Porter can outdrive him, I'm not going to help Engelhardt anymore. But this really is Porter's track. He's done some good stuff on this track last season. And this season he's showing his stuff again. 3.5 seconds over Engelhardt, who has better driving stats to Porter and better parts across the board. Valdez in third is still losing ground to Engelhardt because he's backing up. We're just conserving. In that case, my drivers will back up as well. Might as well call the tyres. They're so far behind, we don't care. Yeah, everyone's going to have eating problems. This is where our car comes in pretty well, and our trait. Because our car is one of the better in the league for tyre wear. Engelhardt's moves is pretty good, and obviously Porter has the perk, so I can go softs. I don't have to worry about tyre wear. Because as you can see, the tyre wear is pretty even. Well, Porter's been out a track less, but they're not. Porter's pretty close to Engelhardt because of that trait. If it wasn't for that trait, Porter would be like probably half of what it is now. It's that bad for the tyre wear. Valdez is pushing. Okay. We'll turn our drivers up. Not too much, because it's so far behind. We've only got to, like, manage it a bit. He can only push for so long, because he's so far behind. And he's got tyre heating issues soon. We've got to think we were backing up for not almost as long as him, and we were still in the red. So, yeah, he's already turning him down, look. I'm waiting for a crash, because so far this has been far too easy. Nothing's gone wrong. Something has to go wrong. I know we've got weight stripping, but we've still got like the 6th best car on the grid. Hengler has to pit first, he has less fuel. Conserve again. There's quite a few people saving the fuel, I don't know why. But we have gained like another second on Valdez. So just bring it home, please. We're now in with the repair he's done. Oh, if Valdez has to make a repair. Oh my god. The easiest race ever. Just to think, this time last season, we were shocked we were going to win this race. We didn't even win that first one. It was a second $10 race we won. And now we're looking at this like, oh, we're going to absolutely smash this race to bits. It's incredible. It's amazing what one season you can do when only 3 parts are not spec. Especially when the engine's spec, it makes it so much more even. Let's go avoid complacency now. We'll make sure we get our strategy right. Oh, cause right. He's still conserving his tyres. 12-second gap. Jesus Christ. We're gaining even further ground on 3rd place. We don't even have to try. People are in the pits already. They're only going to have enough fuel to just finish the race. So I think the Aston Sabado, they can't really push their engine, so I think they're out of it. It's what Valdez can do, if anything. He's attacking his tyres now. Okay, we're going neutral. Really, we could just stay backing up because we'll gain like a few seconds at most and have to back up again anyway. And we've got faster cars from the looks of it. So he's already backing off. Look, you can't push your tyres too much in this race. Yeah, he's already backing up. There's no point. I'm hoping backing up reduces the chance of a crash. He might be pitting, to be fair. His tyre wear's pretty bad. He is pitting. See, we can pit and spend less time in the pits for fuel. It's the idea, anyway. Right, you can push with your... Shaw coming in for the final pit stop. Good go softs. How many laps are left? Is it 9? It's 7. I think Engelart's going to go on softs to try and catch up to Porter. I think. Pack conditions perfectly fine. Even with the pit mistake, we've got that much of a gap. It's only like 3 or 4 seconds, it doesn't really matter. Stay backed up for now. Although Engelart will go for it. Now attack. Because you're pitting. What's park condition like? Front wing's a bit dodgy, but that's not. It's not. It's still pretty high. That lasts till the end of the race. Mistake on the tyre, but I don't think that's a big one. But it's great news for Porto at least. 3-second mistake. I don't think it's going to matter that much because Ramos Vieira is pitting anyway. We're going to come out. Still pretty far ahead of. You know it was coming because we're doing too well. There has to be a mistake in there, but we're still 11 seconds ahead. That's all right. But you knew that I told you there was a mistake coming out. I'm pretty sure it will be banned based on how well you're doing. So the better you do, the more chance of a mistake there is to compensate. Will there be a mistake? Another mistake. Same one again. Same one again. But it's a same. Well, she's fired. Engelhardt is pretty close. He is going to attack. I will give him permission to attack until he starts getting low on fuel. It's 5 laps to go. We have an excess fuel, but we've got what 12 seconds over Valdez. So we've got, barring a crash, we've got a 1-2 finish, and it could happen because I'm sure it will be banned to some degree. I'm pretty convinced of that at this point. It's very suspicious how once we start doing well, it's when mistakes happen. But when we're doing poor, it's fine. But we can't really complain. We are winning. Just gonna have to start conserving, I'm afraid. So of course, Porter will do the same. He only has to manage this race. I think he's still got fastest lap as well. He does. He has fastest lap. And he's probably going to keep it because I don't see anyone else pushing at this point. And it looks like Porter's going to win this race as well. Porter's going to take top spot in the drivers. If things stay as they are, I'll let both drivers push their engines. Might as well. In fact, Porter's going to back up. Engelhardt wants to stay on conserve so we can try and catch up. But even if he does, obviously then Porter can push. I think that's 4 laps to go. Yeah, 4 laps to go. So we've got 0.7 of fuel. I think Porter's going to take it easy with that as well. Engelhardt trying his best to catch up. He has got the benefit now from the strategy. But of course, if Porter gets caught by Engelhardt, then Porter will push to compensate. Can Engelhardt do it? He has the advantage here. I'm playing this like I would if they were not my teammates. If not my drivers. If I was in number 1, I would still be backing up, knowing the tyre hitting and vice versa. Engelhardt is catching. Well, he was. We'll start pushing a bit with Porter, try and build a bit of a gap. Engelhardt will respond. He's got to watch that high heating. Alright, he's going to back up. Oh dear. 25%. Oh, Engelhardt is catching. And Porter has a dodgy car. Can Porter hang on to the top spot? I think either way, Porter's taking... no, it'll be a tie. Because it'll be a 2-point swing. They'll both be on 81. Oh, God. Engelhardt really is starting to catch. I mean, we've got a massive gap over third place. They're irrelevant. I think that still sort of catching, but it might be too little too late. It's the final lap. Both drivers going to go hell for leather here. So Antonov ran wide. That's not great because he's in the middle of the pack, I think, Antonov. Oh, it's 20th. Yeah. And Glatt's going all out to catch him. But so's Porter. Porter's fighting to take the top spot in the drivers. Engelhart's trying to catch him. I don't think he's going to do it in time. He's losing ground on him. I thought it crashed for a second. I was like, God damn it. It's going to be a Porter victory at Tondela again. Engelhart comes second. It's another 1-2 finish. Porter takes the fastest lap at the end just to rub it in. Porter selected 3 times, been ridiculously good today. Porter wins, Engelhart second, Velasquez third, Lamb in fourth, Sabato all the way down in 14th behind his teammate. Sabato having another pit stop, I don't know why. That might cost him in the end. He might take 13th here. His teammate, oh god, it must have 2 positions. I don't know what Santa Ana was doing there. The story of the day. It's another 1-2 finish. Levingston Motors are going to take this league easily at this rate. The winner, Max Porter, once again. Engelhart in second, but Porter, our number 2 driver. Weaker stats, weaker car in top spot. This season could just all be about which one of our drivers wins this championship. Rather than anybody else. We don't really care at this point. We're miles ahead. No rule breaks for us because we don't need illegal parts. We just get super weight stripping. And it's Peter Lamb losing 2 spots. Costa and Vieira move up. Oh, there's 2 Costas. Oh, Evans gets demoted as well, so Antonov gets let off just about with his mistake. But it's a whopping 24 points for Max Porter. The most you can pick up in a race. You'll be delighted today. So 1-2. Porter moves up top. Engelhart now behind him by 2 points. Even though Engelhart has won. Engelhart has 2 wins. Porter has 2 wins, but that qualifying point, it's really coming into Porter's favour now. That's the difference so far between the 2 drivers. Porter can get pole, Engelhart can't because of super overtake mode for Porter. And we go 59 points clear at the top. I think we won it by less than that. I'm pretty sure we won it by even less than that. I think we're like 50 points, like 40-50 points in the end. And that's just how impactful that gearbox is with the weight stripping. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Our marketability should go up. Come on, it's not even budget. Oh, I think team marketability is maxed out, and we lose basically nothing again. But we don't care about them. We're not there yet. But there it is. Porter pulling them absolute blinder. First from start to finish. A double mistake from, I think, the same person. You can sod off after the last question. That was stupid. That is wrong because both... This is wrong. Engelhart dropped... I looked racing the bag and the pit crew have totally let me down. I mean, both drivers had the same error from the same pit crew. Yeah, it's her. It's her. Ridiculous. Right. Well, she needs replacing. Tyres 13. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's good as well. Right, was it Anna? Oh, I've lost someone, Anna. I've lost someone. I'm not renewing someone's contract. I guess. Yeah, Anna. Where is she? You made a mistake, you're fired. Oh, she'll be up top. She's actually in the crew. Oh, yeah, who is it? Anna Corduroy. Do I have to take her out of the team? Oh, she's there. Yeah. Sorry, but you made a mistake when you had basically less than a % chance to make it, and he did it twice. You're fired. You're fired. I do not accept a failure in my team. Who else have we got? No, his stamina's too low. His stamina's too low. We've got a few weird jacks. We don't need him either. Right. Who's got mistake chance? You do 0.2%. We'll put you in. Anyone else at 0 in here? What can you do? Front jack and rear jack. Okay, we'll put you in. What about you? Your tyres 12, refuel is 8. But your fixing's 12, so you're better. I think that's the best I can do. Because that'll slow me down quite a bit. I think I put 1% chance is decent enough. That is the end of that one. Porter wins. Engelhardt blames his pit crew, even though both had the same problem. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So let's play Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.